And welcome to part 10 of this tutorial series on Sales.js. And in this part, we are going to fix a issue which is caused by our the way the CSS is minified. So if you look at this app that's running in production, and we view the page source, notice that there's a minified CSS file. Now the way that it's being minified is causing the CSS to not render correctly. So notice that there's no margin on the form, even though we set a margin in our custom style. So the reason for this is the way that the grunt task is minifying the CSS. So what we'll do is temporarily disable the minification, and the way to do this is we go into our sales linker file in config, in tasks config, and open the section which is prod styles. Now in here we can set the CSS to the concat non-minified version. So just change it to concat slash production.css, and that's the concatenated non-minified CSS. Okay, so once that's done, we can test it by saying sales lift dash dash prod. So once that comes up, just refresh and view source. So it's still going to the production min.css. Let's see what else we need to do. So let's test it again. Okay, so I think it was just caching. So this time it's working fine. So it's going to the unminified version. Okay, so now we can push this to production. So to push it, just add the files to Git. And push to both origin and to Heroku. So it's saying that it cannot detect the build pack. So let's check our build pack. We can check it by saying Heroku config -a DevOps app, the app name. And notice that we've set this build pack URL. So we can unset it by saying git config Heroku config unset build pack URL. Now if we check our config, so that's no longer there. Now if we do push Heroku master, okay, so now we can refresh the DevOps app on Heroku. And again, this should be the unminified version of the CSS. So just, yeah, so this again has the unminified CSS. Okay, so thanks for watching. We will continue in the next tutorial. Thanks.